me, I'm flattered. Whole free band on Xanax. Y'all can't do no damage. Wrong cup, guess it don't matter. This one tastes like candy. This one must be Hendrix. Fuck y'all boys, y'all finished. You're dead. I don't talk to hoes about business. Diamond in my tooth from the dentist. Put a nigga name in the Guinness. Remember when phones on minutes. I ain't dead yet like I'm Bruce Willis. I ain't really worried about the image. Y'all still treat it like a scrimmage.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Sir Splash, and today we have Jedi vs. Avengers Part 2 of 3. Did Part 1 a little bit ago. I will link that video in the description in case you haven't seen it yet. But anyways, this round will consist of the heavier hitters of each team. And I must emphasize that this is MCU Avengers and the movie versions of the Jedi. This isn't EU and this isn't comics. But like I said, today we continue the war between the Jedi and the Avengers. First round, we saw Black Widow and Vision move on for the Avengers. For the Jedi, we saw Qui-Gon Jinn, Kit Fisto, and Ki-Adi-Mundi move on for the Jedi. So, let's see who advances among the heavyweights. First fight is between ObiWan Kenobi and Scarlett Witch, so let's get into this. Obi-Wan will be first. Strength-wise, Kenobi uses the Force to enhance his abilities. He can punch through droids and tear metal open. However, we did see him unable to hurt Grievous with a kick. Speed-wise, Kenobi's a blur. He can deflect a league of blaster bolts casually. He kept up with and beat Grievous and Anakin and can outmaneuver with acrobatics. Durability-wise, Kenobi is very tough. He got thrown into a metal balcony and then was crushed by it and got up soon after. He took blows from Grievous, kicks from Maul, and several meter falls. Intelligence-wise, Kenobi's a tactical master. He outmaneuvered Grievous, Anakin, and Maul, and is a psychological warfare expert. Skill-wise, Kenobi's a beast. He met Jango Fett in hand-to-hand, who's the galaxy's top bounty hunter. He landed blows on Anakin and Maul. He mastered Surisu, the ultimate blade defense. He also uses Ataru, an athletic style. He can mix in force use and is a marksman with a blaster. Now, hacks, abilities, and gear. Kenobi has a lightsaber and his force abilities. He can force push, pull, and throw at least a few times. He is a master of force persuasion, a Jedi mind trick. He has precog and can enter a flow state in battle, allowing the force to guide his blade. On to Scarlett Witch. Strength-wise, Witch is a normal female in base. She is capable of deflecting blows from superhumans with her hex magic. Speed-wise, Witch has solid reaction feats. She can keep up with 2 of Thanos' Black Order members. She can body blitzing Ultrons and deflect energy attacks and encase an explosion before it actually spreads. Durability-wise, Witch can get thrown several yards and get up, and can take hits from metas and survive in close proximity to explosions. Intelligence-wise, Witch varies. She has shown the ability to launch multi-step attacks, utilizing her arsenal to the fullest, but also she has shown some kind of lapses into a bit of immaturity when she's emotional. Skill-wise, Scarlett has shown basic martial arts skill, but nothing too crazy. Now, hacks, abilities, and gear. Scarlet Witch has a scary arsenal. She uses magic to mind trick people. She can create shields. She can encase explosions briefly. She can lift thousands of tons with telekinetic moves. She can blast apart Ultron bodies and blast back Thanos briefly. Now, who takes the advantages? Strength-wise, Kenobi, which doesn't use physical strength. Speed-wise, also Kenobi. They have relative reaction time, but Kenobi's too much in the agility department. Durability-wise, tie. Both can take physical trauma well, although I would say Kenobi's mentally tougher. Intelligence-wise, Kenobi. He was a respected tactical general and a psychological warfare expert, which is kind of dumb. Skill-wise, Kenobi. He is a top-tier blade master and fighter, which isn't. Hacks, abilities, and gear, Witch stomps. Her TK is far superior. She has energy blasts and shields and some form of flight. So 4 to Kenobi, 1 to Witch, who wins. I must say, Scarlett is scary with her hacks. I see Obi-Wan charging, then getting tossed like a fucking child by her magic. This would put Kenobi on notice. He would close in by hurling objects, which would deflect and evade, allowing Kenobi to force leap in, which would block the lightsaber strikes, and when they clash, Kenobi would force push like he did against Grievous. Witch would go flying and would get impaled by Kenobi, who blitzes. Kenobi moves on because of his skills and tactics. Witch is more powerful, but she is also very inconsistent. Now, on to Anakin versus Thor. Anakin first. Strength-wise, Anakin could body droids with ease. He physically beats down Count Dooku, and with sheer strength was going to crumble the bones of Kenobi's forearms. Just crushing bone with a grip takes tons and tons of force. Speed-wise, Anakin was a blur. He could evade or deflect a score of blaster bolts. He blitzed and overwhelmed Dooku one-on-one. His precog also bolstered speed with his ability to see things coming. Durability-wise, Anakin's tough. He fought after taking Dooku's lightning. He survived delimbing several times, and lava. You really gotta kill Anakin to keep him down. Intelligence-wise, Anakin's moderate. He is a smart duelist, but he relies more so on skill and power. Skill-wise, Anakin was a beast. He mastered Gem So, which is defense mixed with brutal counters. He was also skilled enough to land multiple hits on Kenobi and outdueled multiple Jedi and Count Dooku. Hacks, abilities, and gear. Anakin had physical augmentation and a cybernetic hand in his precognition. He also has his lightsaber. He has raw force power which exceeds all, but channeling it was a different story. He could push, pull, and choke viciously. Now, on to Thor. Strength-wise, Thor could manhandle Ultron. He can physically match Hulk, who can throw tanks like toys. He can hold open the jaws of an ancient dragon as well. Speed-wise, Thor's a blur. He can toy with Hulk and blitz Iron Man. He swapped hands with Hela and can bully Loki and blitz entire armies. Durability-wise, Thor's a tank. He burned from the full power of a neutron star for extended time. He could take beatings from Hulk and Thanos, explosions, and stabbings. Intelligence-wise, Thor's average. He usually uses his power and goes off instinct. Skill-wise, Thor's a beast. With no powers, he ran a gauntlet of special agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. He can out-wrestle the Hulk and is very lethal with melee weapons. Hacks, abilities, and gear. He has Stormbreaker, which one-shotted Thanos. He can fly. He can summon storms and lightning. He can recall his axe, and only the worthy can lift it. He can manipulate it mid-air to remain unpredictable. So, let's look at advantages. Strength, Thor. This isn't debatable. Speed, Anakin. Anakin reacts better because of precognition. Durability-wise, Thor. Intelligence, Anakin slightly. Skill, tie. Hacks, abilities, and gear, Thor. So, 2 to Anakin, 3 to Thor. Who wins? You probably saw this coming, but Thor slaps. His arsenal and hacks with Stormbreaker is just too much. He'd summon a storm, then hurl Stormbreaker, impaling Anakin. Thor moves on. Now, Mace Windu versus Doctor Strange. Mace, strength-wise, is a beast. He matched Sidious, body droids, and casually presses through Jango's assault. Speed-wise, Mace is a freak. He matched, then outdueled Sidious, and Anakin couldn't perceive their movements. He blitzed Jango, who matched Kenobi. He easily deflects bolts as well. Durability-wise, Mace remained conscious after delimbment and a lengthy period of taking Sidious's lightning. He was also unaffected by a fall that was several stories in Episode 2. Intelligence-wise, Windu's a renowned leader. He outpaced Sidious and bodied Jango through elaborate attacks. Skill-wise, Mace is second to Yoda. He mastered all lightsaber forms and invented Vapad. He was vicious, but very precise. Hacks, abilities, and gear. Mace has force augmentation and his lightsaber. He could force push, pull, and had precog and shatterpoint, seeing the weak points in people, things, or events. Now to Strange. Strength-wise, Strange is peak human. He really doesn't use his physicality, as he has damaged hands from a car crash. Speed-wise, Strange matched 2 Dark Sorcerers and swapped hands with the Sorcerer Prodigy. He also tagged Thanos and fought the Guardians. Durability-wise, Strange could survive explosions, blunt force trauma, and getting launched backwards. Intelligence-wise, Strange is literally a genius. He learned faster than any sorcerer and has an inherent understanding of things that he picks up. Skill-wise, Strange is a skilled sorcerer with hand signs and decent in martial arts, acrobatics, and melee combat. Hacks, abilities, and gear. Strange is a sorcerer. He has his cloak, which can attack others, save him, and grant him flight. He can summon energy whips. He can use shields and teleport. He can open portals to move people and objects. He can deflect with mirror dimension, stop objects in motion. He won't have the stone though because Thanos took it. But he also can make multiple clones who can use energy whips. Finally, he does have astral projection. Advantages: strength, Mace. Speed, Mace. Durability, Tie. Intelligence, Strange. Skill, Mace. Hacks, abilities, and gear, Clear Edge to Strange. 3-2, so who wins? Now, originally, I thought Strange would take it. But after reviewing footage from the movies they're in, I favor Mace. My reason is that Strange is terrible when foes blitz him. He needs space to be effective. I believe Mace would close the gap, overwhelm, and decapitate Strange similar to how he did Django, which was really fucking dirty. But anyways, let's move on. This next matchup features Luke versus Hulk. Strength-wise, Luke's a beast. He surpassed Vader, a cyborg who could literally crush humans. Speed-wise, Luke was a blur. He blitzed Boba Fett before Fett could react. He outpaced Vader, who could duel multiple Jedi at once. Luke also fodderized blaster fire. Durability-wise, Luke's a tank. He took large steel objects to the face and kept going. He got mauled by essentially a Yeti. He took Sidious's lightning for an extended period of time and got up. He could continue a fight even when blinded. Intelligence-wise, Luke was a street fighter. His plans weren't elaborate, but they were unorthodox. Skill-wise, Luke was a marksman. He also surpassed Vader as a duelist. He could defeat troopers in hand-to-hand combat and was a skilled acrobat. For hacks, abilities, and gear, Luke was physically augmented and had a cybernetic hand. He had a lightsaber. He used precog and mind trick. He could force push, pull, and choke. Now, on to Hulk. Hulk's Hulk, basically. Strength-wise, Hulk's blows can one-shot Leviathans, who could destroy entire city blocks just by moving. He bullied Fenrir, breaking a bridge that took 10 Mjolnir strikes to shatter. Speed-wise, Hulk can blitz Iron Man, Thor, Loki, and he was able to react to strikes from Mjolnir. He can evade energy beams and run through armies by himself. Durability-wise, Hulk took several blows from Thanos. He tanked Abomination, stabbing him. 50 cal bullets were annoying. He took bites from Fenrir, who literally is used to hunt gods, and energy blasts. Intelligence-wise, Hulk's very fucking simple. Skill-wise, Hulk's a brawler. He can use Thunderclap, disrupt the battlefield with stomps, and throw objects accurately. Hacks, abilities, and gear. Hulk has millions of tons in strength. He can regenerate. He is durable to most attacks and grows stronger as he angers. Advantages: strength, clearly the fucking Hulk. Speed, Luke. Durability, Hulk. Intelligence, Luke. Skill, Luke. Hacks, abilities, and gear, Hulk. 3-3, who wins? I think Mind Trick could beat MCU Hulk, I really do. But Luke's likely not going for that. So, I could see Luke trying to evade, maybe slashing at Hulk, but eventually Hulk would catch him and fucking rip him in half. Hulk moves on. Last match of round 2, Yoda vs. Iron Man. Strength-wise, Yoda matched blades with Dooku and Sidious, so he scales to Mace Windu easily. Speed-wise, Yoda's a freak. The novel said he was faster than light each strike he took. He blitzed Dooku and Sidious and could react to their enhanced lightning. Durability-wise, Yoda took Sidious's lightning. He also tanked their energy explosion and the 100-plus foot fall after. Intelligence-wise, Yoda is wise. He uses precog and experience to outpace foes. Skill-wise, Yoda's the #1 canon duelist. He mastered every lightsaber form and is a godly acrobat. Hacks, abilities, and gear. Yoda has his lightsaber. He can use force augmentation, telekinesis, force push and pull, mind trick, Tuta Menace, which is the stopping of energy blasts, absorption, precog, battle meditation, and empathy. Now, on to Iron Man. Strength-wise, Iron Man was able to hang with Black Dwarf and made Thanos bleed when Hulk couldn't. Speed-wise, Iron Man reacted to Thor and Thanos. He uses computer readings to improve combat movement efficiently. Durability-wise, Iron Man took blows from Black Dwarf and Thanos. His nanotech can move to protect vulnerable spots. Intelligence-wise, Iron Man's a fucking genius. He is the best tech guy alive, and Thanos even respects his genius and skill and tactics. Skills, Iron Man is actually trained moderately in hand-to-hand. He showed this in Civil War when he briefly matched Winter Soldier. He mixes in long and close-range attacks and is a marksman. Hacks, ability, and gear. Iron Man has nanotech armor. He can self-repair mid-fight. He can fly. He can fire energy beams, missiles, explosives, and lasers. He can produce shields, swords, hammers, and has AI. Advantages: strength, Iron Man. Speed, Yoda. Durability, Iron Man. Intelligence, Iron Man. Skill, Yoda. Hacks, abilities, and gear, tie. So 3-2 in favor of Iron Man. Who wins? Well, here's the fucking issue. Yoda can win, and I believe will win, before Iron Man mounts an actual full attack. He can literally rip out Iron Man's core with the Force. He can redirect attacks. He can blitz and decapitate. He can fucking rape Iron Man's brain, no diff. Yoda is too quick and will hacks immediately. Yoda wins. So, round 2 concludes, and we see Yoda, Obi-Wan, and Mace moving on. Hulk and Thor for the Avengers move on. So, in the final round, we will be having the survivors of each round facing off to determine the winning side. Anyways, let me know what you think. If you saw part 1 and saw this, let me know what you think of my verdicts. Like, subscribe, comment. It's been your boy Sir Splash. Make sure to join my Discord, and I'll see y'all later. Peace.
Pussy nigga, buck up. You be talking hella tough on Twitter, pull the fuck up. Ayy, my bust down be shining like some glitter, but it's VV. Ayy, murk a nigga, put him on the news, he on TV. Ayy, I got all this ice cause I'm a goddamn celebrity.